The Dictionary of Real Estate Appraisal, page 21, Beneficial Use 21 BBCI. See Business Cycle Indicators. Bearing. The position or horizontal direction of one point or object with respect to another object or to the points of the compass. Bed and breakfast. A house, generally an older, renovated, multiple room residence, where lodging and breakfast are provided to paying guests. See also boarding house, rooming house. Bedroom. In general terms, a room in a dwelling intended for use as sleeping quarters that contains a closet and an egress window. Precise distinctions between a bedroom and a den or other sort of room within a dwelling are usually dictated by local custom. Zoning and health codes may also establish minimum size requirements for bedrooms. Local market preferences will establish the number of bedrooms acceptable for a residential property. Bedroom community. A residential community in a suburban area, often near an employment center but itself providing few employment opportunities. Before and after rule. In eminent domain valuation. A procedure in which just compensation is measured as the difference between the value of the entire property before the taking and the value of the remainder after the taking. See also backland theory, state rule. Before tax cash flow, see pre-tax cash flow, PTCF. Beginning of period, BOP. Used to describe scheduled payments that are due at the beginning of a time period as distinguished from EOP, end of period. Behavioral care facility. An outpatient treatment center for persons with psychiatric and mental disorders, Alzheimer's, and developmental disabilities. Also used for outpatient and psychiatric counseling for substance abuse patients. Below-the-line expense. An expense that is recorded below the net operating income line in a reconstructed operating statement and therefore is not considered part of the total stabilized operating expenses for the property. Tenant improvements and leasing science are the most common line items recorded below the net operating income line for analytical purposes. Beltway. An arterial highway that carries traffic partially or entirely around an urban area and is connected with the city by principal streets or highways. See also arterial, axial theory. Benchmark 1. In surveying, identification symbols inscribed on stone, metal, or other durable objects permanently fixed in the ground from which differences in elevation are measured for tidal observations or topographical surveys. 2. See numerical benchmark. Bench trial. A trial before a judge without a jury. The judge decides questions of fact as well as questions of law. Also termed trial to the bench, non-jury trial, court trial, trial before the court, TBC. Or judge trial. Black's beneficial estate. See beneficial interest. Beneficial interest 1. Benefits, profits, or advantages resulting from a trust contract. 2. A right or expected future right. As distinguished from current legal title. For example, a person with a beneficial interest in a trust has the right to receive income from the trust but does not hold legal title to the trust property. Beneficial use 1. The right to the use and enjoyment of property when legal title is held by another. 2. In water rights. The doctrine that holds that the water resources of the state must be put to their most beneficial